Hi Luke, welcome to the Therapy Ball. Thanks for being here. So I had a question for you. I wanted to know what you consider when you hear somebody say old. Like, what's old to you?
Somebody who doesn't work anymore, like they retired of their job and they're just living with, they don't have a job, so they just stay at home and do stuff with their families.
Yeah. So they're retired.
Yeah, they're retired.
So what's old? What would you consider as old? What's an age?
55 to 60.
55, 60?
And then anything above that.
Yeah. So 55, 60, they're living at home, they're retired, yeah? And so what else? What kinds of things are they doing?
Just
Can
what
they do a lot?
No, not real. As they could before, no, but they could still do some things. Unless you got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're hurt, like what kinds of things do they use?
When they're hurt, they sometimes live in nursing homes, and so people just they exercise to try to make sure that they don't get, because if they don't exercise or stay in good shape, if they start being not in a good shape, they would get hurt just more.
Yeah. So when they stop moving their bodies,
Yes.
they can get hurt more. Do you know kinds of things that people use to help get around when they can't walk as well?
Wheelchairs mostly, and sometimes people they can't get around because they're just laying in beds.
Yeah. So you think like around 55, 60, that's when that starts to happen?
Not the wheelchair, like in the bed, but that sort of happens like 70 and 80. Well, some people, not really, but.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So when you hear somebody's, 70, do you think they're old?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. Do you know how old Harrison Ford is? The guy from Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Do you know how old he is?
No.
He's 73. So would you think do you think of him as old when you think about that number?
Yeah, but it doesn't look that old.
I know. So my question is old being all of those things you said about not being able to get around, or is it an age?
Mostly not being able to get around, because just like Harrison Ford, he can do all these things. He's still in movies.
Yep.
And some people who are younger than him, who are 60, are in wheelchairs already. So.
Yeah. So it's possible. All right. Cool. Well, thanks, Luke, and thanks for joining me.